goals of our team are like any other year. We try to do as well as we can, try to play as well as we can for each match. If we can play well, we'll do well. Our immediate goals, obviously, is to do real well in the conference. Ideally, to win the conference. We're always very strong in the conference, so that's a tough goal to reach. And to make it to the NCAA tournament. Last year's team was kind of an enigma to me. We had probably the worst season I've had since I've been here at Rollins, due to a number of issues. Team leadership, one of them. Injuries, the main factor. We came on strong towards the end of the year, but it was too late at that point. This year, our goals are to improve upon that. I think we've got a great group of guys. We've got 3 or 4 new players who should help us, and our players returning are playing very well right now. So hopefully they'll respond and take over the leadership. I'm putting more responsibility this year on the team captain. And also this year I've got an assistant coach, a graduate assistant coach. So I'm putting more of that on them. And we've got a great team captain this year, Patrick Sell, who was injured most of last year. Probably the hardest working guy in the team, so I think that in itself will prove to be fruitful for the team. Again, our schedule is going to be about the same as it has been in the past. We are not playing a couple teams who were ranked in the top 10 last year. We're not playing them this year. We're not softening the schedule by any means, but it may not be as tough as last year. Our conference is so tough from top to bottom that we're trying to focus more on our conference matches. We get enough top 10 competition in that respect. So that's kind of where we stand. A great conference, probably the best conference in the country regarding tennis.
Good question. Typically I sit down and I make the goals with the team. We haven't done that yet. I like their input because it's their program, and I want them to have the feeling that, yeah, this is what we want to accomplish. As far as what I would like to see, I would like to see us finish in the top 4 and get back into the top 15 teams in the nation. We lost 3 players last year, and I had 3 freshmen, which will probably start, and they're definitely going to help us with depth in singles and doubles. I got some nice doubles players that can also help us from that standpoint. I have 2 co-captains. We sit down every fall and we go over leadership manual, the 3 of us, and then I like them to kind of take over, so to speak, as the leaders on and off the court, and kind of let me step in when it's needed. But I think that way the players can respect them, because these co-captains were selected and voted on by their teammates. I think the strengths are that I've added 2 players that are really going to help us in the doubles. They had some good results in the fall, so I'm looking forward to that transitioning into our spring play. As far as weakness, I guess it would be their inexperience. I have 1 senior who's going to be probably starting in the top position again, and I have 2 juniors. So out of that group, probably half of them will be freshmen again with some inexperience, but very talented. Well, the biggest challenge is the fact that we play in the strongest conference in the nation. In the current national team rankings, 3 of the teams in our conference are in the top 5. So that's always a challenge for the rest of us in the conference. So that's why I'm saying I would love to be able to defeat one of those programs this season. But my goal, again, as I said previously, would be to try to finish the top 4 this year.